shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They moved the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Well, the Rams at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
At the 40-yard line. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Purdy from the gun. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Purdy off the play fake. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the play.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 47 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And they're on the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. No They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the jet sweep, here comes Puka. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action here. Purdy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 180. Here's Stafford. Short throw to Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
17 yards.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That's taken in left side by Whittington. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Purdy. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the 49ers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
49ers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down. And
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Again, it's Stafford. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
they'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
Purdy looking to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Purdy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Ready. Yellow lady! Yellow lady!
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And in the 2nd half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy going to give it to Garindo. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Get set.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. On the arc, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
It's second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play and another 49er first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Play action. Now Purdy. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Niners have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Rams first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up. Stafford now to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Stafford. Short throw to Smith. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Carlson now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll try the middle with Galindo. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw, Purdy. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And incomplete.
intended for number 82. Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Trent McDuffie.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set. Get set. 118. What's up?
Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
From 4 yards out. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I got too many plays. I don't even play.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Get set. Get set. Right around, sir.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. This is up and good from Piñeiro. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
21-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Time not on their side. They've got 1 timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And it's complete to Adams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 27 more yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Stafford now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Down the right sideline. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Check. 280. 59.
Back to throw, Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Niners 52. Rams 28.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the